So so this is kind of old guard versus new kid. G Money has been playing for a long ass time, and he's pretty good. He's been holding down in NYC for a long time, getting top 3 at every event. iBDW this summer came out of nowhere and kind of took NYC by storm. All of a sudden started doing really, really well. All of a sudden started beating lots of good players. So this is really kind of the old versus the new. But iBDW, interestingly enough, has a kind of old school style where he runs around and he uses he has good tech skill, but he doesn't like abuse it, and plays very slow and patient. So this is gonna be interesting for sure. So iBDW, he's kind of known as like a floaty killer. He's, you know, a really good campy fox. He got lasers, good, like beats all the peaches, beats all the puffs. I don't know how good he feels versus Falco. I feel like it might be a little bit harder for him to play against a good Falco, but he has beaten, you know, Beerman and other good Falcos. So, you know, let's see how this goes.
He is looking a little bit jumpy. I don't know. Wow. Okay, so decent train grabs. Doesn't get like the perfection, I guess. But like those falling up airs seem to be working pretty well for him. Another thing I'm noticing is G has a lot of liberty to shoot the lasers as he wants. iBDW not getting the chance necessarily to do the same back.
Yeah, I mean, Fox's lasers aren't going to be that helpful versus Falco. Oh, that was unfortunate.
I mean, I'd imagine it's a function of G kind of having the lead for, you know, a lot of the game.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's not to say that Fox can't turn it around in one or two good opportunities.
But like we saw, iBDW did not STI that combo particularly well. And he's doing some weird stuff by the leg.
Yeah, he's definitely found himself in the corner now. Not the greatest position, but he should, you know, continue abusing like this mobility with his lasers like he has been.
Yeah.
And you know, the good grab follow-ups he has, and it's like really confident edge guards. Like those are the things that'll keep him going. Like those are the things that I think make him good, at least at this game. From what I've heard, he was saying that he had never played G before.
Really? Very, very interesting.
So this is like them at their core, you know, like what we're seeing now is like not their roots, you know, like where their heart is in the matchup, basically.
Yeah.
There's all the adaptations happening now.
And I feel like, you know, G Money, for anyone who doesn't know, also has a really good Marth. But an iBDW has a really bad Marth weakness. He actually professes it to be like his worst matchup by far. But so it's interesting that G didn't go Marth because G probably knows iBDW as kind of the floaty slayer. So he figures Falco will be a better choice, and it looks like it is.
G popping off.
But oh, can you put my Twitter? It's Vino_NY. No, just NY. Yeah. Okay, so Yoshi's, this is iBDW's favorite stage because he wasn't getting the chain grabs too consistently last game, but he's really good at the up air follow-ups.
I feel like the stage will be a lot better for him because, like, vertically, like, he has a lot of, like, more places to escape than FD would. And the tight space, I don't know about the tight space.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think he benefits from a wider stage, but honestly, this guy, he's really good at up air follow-ups, and he's really good at running around on the platforms. And I think the tri-platform setup is going to do really good for him. I'm under the impression this is a best of 5. So I'm curious. I actually think Dreamland also could be good, but I think he wants the combos that this stage affords Fox.
He might be saving that Dreamland pick for in the case that he has to fight Marth later in the set. Like maybe he's thinking ahead, saying like, okay, like I'm keeping that counter pick away from, because I think G even would play Marth there.
Yeah.
You know, he'd be willing, and so maybe Cody, I guess I'll call him, is...
iBDW's name is Cody.
Yeah, trying to...
Just shorten that.
Trying to mind game him a little bit. Maybe mind game him to stay Falco, something he's more comfortable in.
Yeah. I mean, I think G probably thinks that iBDW is better versus Marth than Falco, but I know that Cody's worse against Marth than Falco for sure.
G, I would say, is probably the favorite to win, considering his experience, but we definitely should not count iBDW out at all.
Yeah.
Given his, you know...
So yeah, I haven't seen
his skill.
Cody, iBDW, I haven't seen Cody abuse bears as much. The way SFAT kind of talks about this matchup from the Fox perspective is that you need to keep...
Wow, I think he tried to ledge cancel off Randall.
I think he just didn't want to go off stage.
Maybe.
But
it could be either one. But like SFAT, I really
keep,
like the way he plays, man.
Yeah. You have to. I do a lot. I really like it. And what he says about Falco is that you have to keep Falco in a cage. You have to just like space your bears, and you have to not let him, get in center stage, and you have to hit him out of the air when he tries to jump laser. And if you look at SFAT and Leffen also plays the matchup like this, and they stay at max bear range as Fox, and they just don't let Falco do anything. Because, good up air combos. Because,
yes,
yeah, Falco can crouch cancel it, but none of his moves are big enough to actually, like, punish Spaced Bear, you know? Spaced Bear is huge.
That is true, actually. It's kind of like the thing that Samus will, suffer from at more mid-range percents against Fox. She'll no longer, she won't be broken out of the crouch cancel, but she won't have the close.
She'll get pushed back too far.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I think like that's an issue with Falco even at low percents. Like he doesn't have, his shine is not very big. His down tilt is not very big. He doesn't have very big moves that he can crouch cancel punish with. So if you space bear, it's a really powerful tool. And then especially if you can get like a drill, that shine, knockdown, tech chase, grab, like, oh wow, these combos. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh, that's the panic. But iBDW barely survived, so that forward smash read. Nice, he drills out of the corner from the laser pressure. That's sick. That's it.
Okay, so we saw like iBDW got that good up air chain. That was like, a better combo than he got first game, and I think the platforms helped that. Why? Like, why would you switch? I don't really like this at all. I don't see any point, as Falco is doing fine. But, I'm interested to see how this goes, to be honest. G's Falco is not, G's Marth is not like a spacey killer. It's actually kind of a floaty killer. What he says, that's unfortunate. What G says is that he prefers Marth versus floaties because he doesn't have to get next to you. Like Falco, if you don't react to DI, to like small smash DIs, and you don't react to like a lot of small stuff, and you're pressuring a floaty, you can easily get like CC down smashed or like rested or something, just die. But Marth, your hits, they don't lead into anything. They don't get you like a combo if they get CC'd, but they're very safe. If you space them correctly and do the correct thing after the hit, which is usually dash back.
And I guess kind of going off that, like, what Fox has the same sort of speed off of like that Marth has, but he doesn't suffer from the crippling of the neutral that crouch canceling will do because he has the drill. The drill which will completely neutralize any crouch cancel attempt, basically. So, I mean, it's kind of like something where people say Fox privilege, right? But, he does have the liberty of counterplaying and crouch cancel very easily. Just with one move down air.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about... No neutral B? Okay. I mean, that's the nice thing about Fox, right? It's like, your safe approaches all beat crouch cancel. Marth kind of has to coerce you into not crouch canceling. It's kind of weird. But because if you're crouch canceling, you're spending time on the ground, which makes you susceptible to getting grabbed.
Right. So basically, Marth's spaced threats are so difficult to maneuver around because he's so fast that you kind of have to be more preemptive about counterplaying him and being closer to him than he expects. For example, getting out your hitbox first.
Yeah.
Or hitting him in a, not a sour spot, but like a blind spot that he has. based on what move he chooses. So it's like, wow. So that was, I don't know if that was like super pro or super bad, but
it was just super lucky.
Shout outs to Lucky's Fox.
Also, amazing Fox. But the way I think about it is just kind of like, oh my god.
He definitely wanted that tech, but que sera, sera.
Yeah, I mean, definitely Fox wants to get close to Marth. Interesting, yeah. And so, but like what I was saying was that like with Marth you land hits, right? You land your safe pokes and your approaches, but they don't actually get you anything if your opponent crouch cancels. But if your opponent's crouch canceling, that means they're on the ground and they're beautiful bait, and they're spending they're spending a lot of time on the ground, which makes them susceptible to getting grabbed. So it's kind of like a trade-off where it's like, okay, Mirth's grab is his best thing, but like if I stay on the ground, I beat everything else. And also his grab, even though it's huge, is still smaller than his other moves, so it's riskier for him.